What's up, everybody? This is the VintageBreaks.com Vintage Break. We got 80, 81, 82, 83 Topps rack packs. We have a 1954 Bowman wax pack that we're going to hit random. And then also one spot is going to, get an 84, 85 OPC hockey pack. Right, Bennett? Right? Everybody else is going to get a random team for one of the Topps breaks. Leighton is going to be here in 2 seconds and sit down and actually do these breaks here in a second. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and get the randomizer set up and roll the dice on this one so that we can smoothly go right up into the goodness. Let's see, B39, B, blah, blah, blah. We got to go all the way down there. All right. Good luck on the randomizer, guys. That was a 1, 5 and a 6, 5 and a 6, or 5 and a 1 for 6. Apparently, I have nothing but Mark Eaton on my mind. Mark Eaton, if you ever watch this, no homo. Here we go. 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. J Mill up top, John down. J Mill up top, John down, and on to the spots, guys. Good luck to y'all. As you can see, we got the 84-85 OPC hockey pack right here. We got the 27 baseball teams. We have the 57 Bowman wrapper, and then the 57 Bowman hit random spots, which we will also do right up in this break. So we got 6 times. Good luck. 1, 2, 3. Let me make sure I got 36 with it. Yes, I do. 4, 5, 6th and final time. Here we go. 1957 up top, Angels on the bottom. Let me sort this to the left. Let me do the sort now. J Mill, J Con, John Estap, Mark, Cameron, Trey, and John K all get into the 57 Bowman random hits. And Dave B, you get the hockey pack. Everybody else, here are your squads for the break. Mark S, you do get the wrapper as well. Let me switch that with the Yankees. John K turns in, opening up that cello pack earlier into a 57 Bowman card. John K, strong life decision, sir. Strong life decision. Guys, take a few minutes to do some trades if you'd like. Got this here, the OPC pack up top. And take, we'll just leave those up there right now. Yeah, 57 is definitely going to be one of the better spots for sure, J Mill. Leighton, go ahead and come on up here, my man.
Yeah, I'm going to sign into that website if I could.
Absolutely. Got it up for you right here. And boom. All right, guys, Leighton's going to set down right now to do the, we're going to do the Bowman last. Go ahead and do the OPC and do your thing on that. And if there's any trades, let me know. I'm going to be watching the chat here for a second. Leighton's going to take you guys through the break, talk to you about what type of cards can come out of this. He's going to be on VintageBreaks.com. It's going to be breakers.tv/VintageBreaks. Definitely go there. Hit the follow button. With that said, Leighton, here you go, my man.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm going to sign into VintageCardPrices.com. It's a great place to check out. My wallet's here. It's a great idea. It's a great place to check out the prices of, generally vintage cards. Obviously, the name gives it away there. Just collect. Sorry, it's a little late for me or early. I'm not sure. I got up today at 3:45 to come down to Miami, and it's 11:20. It's interesting. So let's go to VintageCardPrices.com and check out. Great. So, guys, which pack should I open first?
Oh, let's make sure we got no trades first.
Oh, okay.
Any trades, guys? Should you be filming Wedding Crashers too?
Please, I am available for private signings. Minimum 100 pieces. Sorry, I'm trying to, have some fun here. What happened to my wallet? It's right here. Sorry, everything's okay.
It looks like there's no trade activity, so I would say go ahead and go at it. If you want to start with the hockey for Dave.
The hockey for Dave, great. So what I'd like to do, because I think it's important in terms of providing perspective on the value of some of the possible cards out of the set, I'm going to use VCP to check out what some of the PSA 10s, and you can too. You could sign up there, and I'm sure they pay me a referral fee, but we're not going to worry about that for tonight. I'm going to check out what some of the PSA 10s have sold for. Okay. So I'm pulling up the most expensive PSA 10s that have sold from the set, and unfortunately I was in baseball and I have to be in hockey. Well, things happen, not the end of the world. We'll be at 84 O-Pee-Chee hockey in a minute. It's okay. Well, there probably won't be any PSA 10s who are, but I still want to know nonetheless. If it was my dollar, I'd want to know. So we'll be there in a second, and we're going to look up the most expensive cards, which I'm sure is, Yzerman, Gilmore, Cam Neely, a couple Gretzky cards are certainly in the mix. Let's see. So, not really sure. Oh, okay. I guess I'm not looking in the right area. Now I am, and we're pulling up a bunch of the PSA 10s, and we're going to check out what some of the most expensive cards are. So as I thought, Steve Yzerman is on top, and it sold for just about $1,000, give or take about a month ago, and it's followed by a bunch of other Hall of Famers, including Chris Chelios, he's a rookie, Gilmore, LaFontaine. They're not necessarily all Hall of Famers, but great players. Gretzky on multiple cards. So there's, looks like at least 24 cards have sold for $100 or more, in the last year or so. So that's pretty cool. And there's already multiple base Wayne Gretzky cards in the set. We're breaking right now the 1984 O-Pee-Chee. Where do I point this, guys?
Just right here.
Sure. So we're opening the...
Let me do this in real time for you.
Sure. Thanks.
There you go.
Great. So we're opening this 1984 O-Pee-Chee hockey pack, which you have a chance to land some great cards in PSA 10, as we were just discussing. So I'm not sure if we should ship over the gum to Jesus, but if you want to, I'll put it aside. Well, it seems like he has, I don't know, a fetish. Is that possible to call it that? We'll just leave it there for now. So anyway, to lead off here, Jim Benning, I have no idea who that is. But he's the first card in the pack, and I have to tell you. So the next card, Mark Taylor. I think he's somewhat of a known player, but no one that exciting.
How's the conditions?
Well, the conditions are fantastic. I mean, the second card, Mark Taylor, is a little bit OC top to bottom, but it's a mint card otherwise. I guess next time, Fubar, I appreciate you mentioning this. So in the future, I'll teach you guys a little bit about the seals of packs, how you know the packs are real, other than when they're from the factory, when factory sealed and such. One of the first jobs I had, actually the first job out of college, I graduated Rutgers in 2000, is I worked for Mark Murphy, the baseball card kid. And he used to specialize in an opens long before Steve Hart did. But we can talk more about that another day. So anyway, the third card in the pack, Mel Bridgman from the Devils. What a stash. I mean, that's nice.
Oh, Mel Bridgman, dude.
Yeah, no, very
Mel Bridgman!
Uncle Mel. That's the third card in the pack. Bob Carpenter, fairly certain he was known as a fighter. Here, Dano, you do remember Mark. Yeah, I thought
These
so.
cards look
He used to come to Thanksgiving dinner. No, they're very sharp. We just need to hit a name on the next card in the pack.
Dave Taylor!
Dave Taylor. Not that
Big
exciting.
Dave.
Not that exciting, but possible. Well, I was thinking that it could be a Wayne Gretzky leader card. Instead, it's Michel Goulet. Very good players in the Hall of Fame. It's actually fairly well centered. It's not quite a 10, but I think it's probably between an 8 and a 9. It's a little bit off center left to right. The next card is, how are we supposed to do it here, boys? Mark Johnson. There we go. He's a little OC, but I don't know what that says about anything else.
He's got a crooked Johnson.
In terms of the next guy, Tony McKenney from the Nordiques. Wearing Quebec hats are cool. I know that for a fact. Next card coming, Rick St. Croix. Unfortunately, no one that's well known. Now, the next card, Charles Simmer, also features a nice stash. If you're into that sort of thing. Wow, nice Chris Chelios rookie. I got to be honest with you. I'm happy we pulled the Chelios rookie, but it's got a situation with the upper right corner.
Oh.
I don't know what to say other than I'm disappointed. Boom is right. I'm not sure which direction. I'm excited. We got a Chelios and a 10 probably. Oh, man. A 10 Chelios sells for $650 as recent as a month ago. Well, we'll get them next time, guys. But it's a nice card nonetheless and a good memento. Next card in the pack is Bob Bourne. I don't know if you saw the new movie I did. Not that great. John Ogrotnik. Former, well-known player, not necessarily Hall of Fame caliber, but pretty good. That's good. Well, Chris Chelios is good. Not sure about the guy with the mustache. It depends on what you like. So Richard Brodeur, I don't believe there's relation to Marty, but then again, I don't know the family tree. So you guys?
They're distant cousins.
Okay.
Third cousin.
Jean Hamel. Not necessarily anyone that you want to bring home to dinner. And then the contest card with the gum, which are we supposed to ship this to Jesus?
Cardboard Jesus. Hey, cardboard Jesus.
I don't know. Is this a standard thing? Because I feel like he's going to be ill.
Like some, what year is it?
1984 O-Pee-Chee. So it is 4 years later. It hasn't aged as well. This is fun.
No?
Oh, can you... I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say here, because people are asking, like, who... This guy here, Castian fan. How you doing? Who is this? I'm Leighton. If you have any other questions, eat it. We are. We're shipping it to Jesus. He's going to eat it on his channel.
He's not eating it.
Just kidding. He's going to save it for another day.
He ate the 80 gum.
Yeah.
He could only have one piece of 35.
Listen, this makes sense. He talked to his doctor. What was wrong with the Chelios? So the upper right corner seemed to be dinged, which is really annoying. No, the Chelios is a decent card, Fubar. Yeah, exactly, Jetstep. The corner is bent. I was trying to be gentle and saying it was, some wear ding. No, it sucks. If we had a PSA 10 Chelios, we would have said the owner of that card would have walked away with a $600 plus card. And honestly, in today's market, it could have gone for more because I think you guys know Hall of Fame rookies and PSA 10, they're out of control. You guys have any questions about that, shoot them my way. But that's the 84 O-Pee-Chee pack. I'm not sure how it works in terms of the next pack.
Go ahead and.
I agree with you, Junior. It is upsetting, but that's the way it goes. I mean, you could have not got a Chelios at all, right? So we can talk about that too.
Go ahead and rip one of those next packs.
That's very cool, Junior. I appreciate it. I'm sorry.
Go ahead and rip one of those next packs.
Okay.
And I'll rip a couple of them while you're breaking out the football.
Absolutely, that's excellent. So I'd like to open up. This is one of my favorite years because when I was growing up, and in many ways still am. 1983 Topps Baseball was an important year for me. Because it includes rookie cards of Tony Gwynn, Ryan Sandberg, and Wayne Boggs. How much does a Gretzky rookie go for that's off-center? Big Topps or O-Pee-Chee, Pat? And so, anyway, when I had a Tony Gwynn rookie growing up as a young kid, I put them in screw cases. The screw downs with the four things. You had to pay like $1 each. I negotiated to buy it was terrible because in the end they really would scratch very easily. I didn't like it at all. And we could talk about that more later.
Did they squeeze some of the paint out of the corners?
Oh, my God. I have a Michael Jordan rookie. I think we did a blog at justcollect.com/blog, about buying a collection where people put their expensive cards in screw downs. Don't do it. You're going to screw yourself, your family later, even your ex-girlfriend who eventually gets the cards. They're not going to be happy because the cards are going to be screwed. So anyway, it's anything over $20 to Superior Corp. Don't think those corners that way. I'm looking for the Gretzky. I have the entire 84 set minus the big corners. Oh, you had the Food Bar. You had the 84 Fleer update. Anything over? I'm not really sure what all that means. I know you're paying. Well, I appreciate that. Whoever. So anyway, 83 O-Pee-Chee. I'm sorry, 83 Topps baseball. We're gonna look up what some of the rookies of the that I just mentioned in PSA 10 go for. And if I had to guess, I mean, Gwen used to go for 1500. Now I bet you it goes for 600. But we'll check it out. I think we're there. 83 Topps. Gwen.
Twomsley's and Hunges.
Hunge and Twomsley.
Hunchman's Pompley. All right, so let's go to. I'm not sure what's happening. I'm trying to.
Twomsley is
Trying to, you know.
speaker.
No PG hockey. You're Canadian. Does Hunge mean Hunge? Yes, I'm sorry, BJJ. Yes, I saw a Gretzky rookie go for 100,000. Yeah, and 79 O-Pee-Chee PSA 10 sold for that at the national auction. So I'm looking right now, just as a snapshot into the PSA 10 Tony Gwen rookie, and it recently sold actually a few days ago for about $650 on eBay. Some of the other large eBay sellers sold it for same thing, 600, 6 and change. Another guy sold it for almost $800 earlier in the month. So I would say they flex. They really range, and it depends on probably the exact quality of that particular card. But some of the other cards from the set, I know that a Bogsy goes for good money in PSA 10. We'll check that real quick for you before we open it, because I'd like to know what I was getting. If of course I get a quality card like that. Let's see here. So an 83 Topps Boggs PSA 10. It's actually picked up a little bit. I believe that all three of these. I remember as a young kid that these cards were all hard to get in 10. And yep, just as I thought, that even though maybe Bogsy was just short of Gwen as a ball player, recent sales have shown that the card sold for $600 or a little bit more. And truthfully, in an up Hall of Fame rookie PSA 10 market, they could be going for more than that. And I could probably do this for a while, but I do want to check Sandberg because it was a top 3 and certainly important to me, growing up. And if anyone else wants me to check what a PSA 10 is sold for from the 83 Topps set before I open it, or as I open it, just let me know. I'll be happy to look it up for you. So of course I didn't do what I meant here. So 83
person to ask every single card now.
Yeah, well, we're not going to be able to do that with the time we have allotted, but for a low price of an hourly fee, we are available. So we have PSA 10s of Ryan Sandberg that have sold for 3 and change, 400. It's very exciting. I'll talk that fast. Well, I mean, I can't always do that. If I did this all day, I would be able to work a lot less. But who won the last Case Wars? Scott. Gentleman had a question about the last Case Wars. Prism, Rizzy?
Rizzy did, yeah.
Yes.
We got the
You
fourth
use this
one's
to
coming
work
up
the
soon.
Oh,
though.
that's a nice idea. Yeah. So we're going to do that here. We're just going to open up the 83. So on top of the 83, we have Dave Garcia, Pedro Guerrero, which was definitely an all-star at many points, and Chris Spear. I believe that says Chris Spear. Yeah, Chris Spear, he was nothing more than just like a regular starting pitcher. But I'm sure in PSA 10 they all bring something, and I don't want to spend all day looking at 83 Topps baseball PSA 10s. You've had a few Gretzky rookies over the years, none currently growing up in Edmonton. They were pretty interesting. Okay, I was just checking it out. So, okay, so I'm not supposed to be looking at these cards about you folks. So we have Dave Garcia here. Nothing really that special about that. Jody Davis, good ball player for the Cubbies there as a catcher. Looks like it's in really nice shape, actually. Maybe a hint of wear on the upper left, but certainly a 9+ from the looks of things. Ricky Henderson, just a base card, actually a leader card, but record breaker. But, nice. It looks to me a little bit of slight wear there, but definitely a 9+ potential. And, wow. Al Oliver, not only a good ball player, great mustache.
I think he might have a mustache fetish.
Well, we all have our things, right? So, next card here is a strikeout leader card featuring Steve Carlton, the Hall of Famer. And it's actually really clean. If you check that out, guys, look at the centering, left to right, top to bottom on that. Very sharp corners, nice looking card. Next card here, Renee Latchman, former manager. We're looking for not a Hall of Fame rookie there, with Joe Rudy, former A. Dale Murphy coming up? Nope. Joe Torre, though.
Sweet.
Hall of Famer, manager for the nice card. Maybe just a hair off, left to right centering, but, really nice. Tom O'Malley.
What's
Not that exciting.
talking about being violent. Is Brenda back?
Dave Winfield look like?
Yep. Broderick actually
Oh, wow.
was Dave Winfield's brother, but decided to change his last name because he was getting all the attention. Billy Sample, former Yankee. Frankly, he was terrible. And it's off-centered, so let's just skip that pretty quick. Reggie Smith, a little bit off-centered as well, and not well known. Nothing exciting there.
Good old Roy.
Roy Howell, Greg Minton.
Is his card Minton?
No, it's actually off-centered a little bit. It's disappointing. Jimmy Sexton, Dwayne Murphy, Brian Downing. No Gwen, Boggs, or Samber rookies from the first stack, but I will keep them, right here. Maybe away from the knives. Okay. I'm going to open up the... I'm just kidding about that. So the next card's coming. Pedro Guerrero, Joe Simpson, John Wathan. Whoop. Former Dodger, Fernando. Third-year card, a little bit off-center, left to right. Checklist.
Checklists do pretty well graded in some sets, do they not?
Yes, they do. Dick Williams left to right is a little bit off-centered. Nothing that exciting. Mario Soto. Rob Wilfong. Roderick Carew. There you go. Nice card. Don Hood. Larry Gurr. Ken Daly.
Just a little bit more. Look right here.
Yep. Oh, there we go.
There you go. Nope. Over there. Other way.
Yep.
And down a little. There you go. Great. Eventually, once you get your stuff set up, it'll be
Yeah,
like
sounds
muscle
good.
memory.
Yep. Von Hayes. Steve Swisher. Steve Henderson. Okay. That is group 2. Next.
That was awesome.
I'm trying to go faster here. Move things along. You don't really need that. We'll clean up that later. Okay. Now, we just showed you on top here Chris Spear, Jesse Orozco. Do you see that stuff about
He's still
Gooden?
playing, doesn't he?
I believe so. He plays, announces, and coaches. It's really interesting.
Isn't he
It's
reliever
a
for the
new-
Orioles?
It's a new career.
Lefty specialist, right?
Jack Clark.
Jack Clark, former Yankee, and very popular. Andre Robertson. John Tudor. Former Blue Jay. Dave Engel. Toby Hara. Bill Stein. Charlie Puelo. Jerry Martin. Tom Brookins. Tim Foley. Come on, Tony. No. Come on, Boggsy. No, that's definitely not Boggsy. Bill Madlock. He's a good ball player. Former Yankee Chris Chambliss. John Wolford. So nothing in that pack that was that exciting in terms of, a couple of Hall of Famers, but none of the big Hall of Fame rookies of Tony Gwynn, Sandberg, and Boggs. Did you want me to open another pack? Or?
Do you want to open another pack?
No, I'm happy to take a break.
You want to take a break?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll get working on the 54 Bowman in a second.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, this is... Check it out, guys. Leighton left me his wallet. Who wants to go to the strip club? Yes, the strip club. All right, guys, here we are with the 1981 Topps. 1981 Topps. Random off his wallet. All right, we're going to go ahead and get them all out here. You want a JDM? All right. Barry Bonnell. Ron Say. Tug McGraw. Nice. Bob Welch. I think that might be Bob Welch's rookie, I think. Is it not?
I think he has a 1980 Topps card.
Ah, brutal. Andre Dawson.
Oh, so he
Ross
put them all together.
Baumgarten. Barry Evans. Joe Price. Joaquin Andujar.
Andujar.
Johnny Oates. Dick Ruthven. The Bird. Nasty Bird. Ed Figueroa. Gorman Thomas.
Another mustache guy.
Mario Soto. Gene Tenace. John Lonestein. Rick Camp. Alan Bannister. Rupert Jones. Skip Lockwood. Gary Matthews. Bill Campbell. Mickey Rivers. Dan Graham. Ross Grimsley. Mike Easler. Paul Moskua. Brian Downing. Bob Watson. Jerry Turner. Bert Hooten. Bud Harrelson. Is he related to Ken? Mike Heath.
Buddy Harrelson's pretty famous.
Keith Moreland. Mike Seddick. Steve Murrah. Mickey Klutz. Jim Wolford. Jeff Zahn. Bo Diaz. Mike Phillips. Mark Eaton War is next. Where's Mark Eaton? Kansas City Royals. Joe Patini. Andy Hassler. Todd Cruz. Pete Redfern. Dodgers. Tommy Lasorda. And Mike Loom. That was our 1981 Topps, guys. Is it, Tim?
So what are we looking for in here?
Ricky Henderson.
1980 Topps.
Oh,
Looking for the
that's right.
Ricky Henderson Topps rookie auto. Drop the knowledge on him.
His last PSA 10 sold for $38,000.
38,000.
That's all.
Wow, this is freaking intense to get these out. Guys, how many Bateses does it take to open a pack of 80? Rack.
Backpack.
Clearly, it's going to be needed more than one. Oh, there we go. Found a window. Dude, I seriously hope I pull a Ricky Henderson here. I'm not going to lie. Check this out, guys. I'm getting all surgical on this. Which one was Chad's dad? Did we pull Redfern?
Where, in here?
The last one. Which one was the last one? This one? No kid, we pulled Chad's dad. Sick! Art DeFritis, Frank Pistori, and Harry Spillman. Paul Mitchell, Brewers. Ken Oberkfell. Dave Garcia. Jim Cat. Guys, I got to tell you, the condition on these cards look phenomenal. Buddy Salmon.
Pete.
Brian Allard, Jerry Don Gleaton, and Greg Malberg. No kidding. Rick Honeycutt. Let me see that again real quick. Here's Firehand's dad, guys. We just pulled Firehand's old man. Pete Redfern. Nasty Pete! Yankees, Dick Hauser. The checklist. Aurelio Lopez. Reggie Baldwin, Alan Nicely, and Pete Ladd. Danny Darwin. For the Rangers, Pat Corrales. Mike Vale. John Montefusco. Manny Trillo. God, that looked like Mike Schmidt for a second. Just like with the Phillies, because doesn't he have a card like that?
Very similar.
Jim Slayton. Larry Sorensen. Rupert Jones. Shane Raleigh. Old school, you're on old school. Tom Donahue. Jerry Remy. Tom Seaver. Nice Tom Seaver for the Reds. Sharp looking card. A little bit of surface over there. Larry Christensen. Joel Youngblood. Joe Nolan. Champ Summers. Dan Spillner. John Milner. Steve Stone. It's a strong picture for Steve Stone right there. Craig Nettles. Mike Baksick. Bombo Rivera, 1 hit per pack. I don't think they necessarily had hits back then, there, Dick here. Bill Fahey. Bob Boone. Glenn Abbott. Lou Piniella. Good, sweet Lou. Vida Blue. Gary Matthews. Bob Montgomery. And Fred Lynn. Fung, the key was getting in the 57 Bowman. Steve Stone. Or excuse me, 54 Bowman would have been the key, Fung. And we're looking for the big rookies. So, Fung, once you settle down, Mutt's not going anywhere. Well, I mean, John, they're 54 Bowman, dude. They're practically probably going to all be pretty much monsters if graded. So this is, what year is this? This is 82. Looking for the Ripken. You got Isaiah. You're seriously playing Mutt? Get some, Fung. Guys, we are looking for the Ripken rookie on this year. 82 tops, 82. Gum right in the middle.
That's about 500.
The Ripken?
Yeah.
The Ripken in PSA 10 is worth about 500. I'm gonna add that. Oh, my bad. Yeah, it's 54. So there we go. We just got even older, John. My bad,
3
guys.
years and we don't charge more.
Typo. How much is the gum worth, Mike? For you?
Jesus.
Free.
It's gonna be backed up.
It's gonna be backed up. The corporation has missed some seriously epic wars tonight, Mike. All right. Tony Perez. Dave Winfield. You didn't win. Doug Flynn. Oh, the gum? Yeah. Larry Milbourne. Bill Buckner. Gary Lucas. Mike Armstrong. And 2 other dudes. Chris Chambliss. Al Williams. Raleigh Fingers and Bruce Sutter.
Rags rookie.
Dave Raggetti.
You know that from the pitcher's mound, he threw a ball out of Yankee Stadium?
Really?
After he gave up a home run. Umpire threw in the ball, he took it.
Robin Yount.
That's cool.
Keith Hernandez and Bob Forsch. Scott Brown, Jeff Combe, and Paul Householder.
And Cal Daniels.
Ron Foster. Tom Seaver again. Eddie Murray and Sammy Stewart. Another Tom Seaver. This time he is in action. Ricky Henderson.
One pack late.
Ricky.
Nice card.
Jose Morales. Al Oliver.
Yeah, 1 pack late.
Rick
It's 1
Burlinson.
pack late Ricky Henderson.
Mickey Rivers.
Oh my god, that's what I was screaming.
Bert Hooton. Roy
That's
Smalley.
funny, actually.
Dan Quisenberry. Gene Richards.
We pulled the
Reggie
Quisenberry
Jackson.
Reggie.
Raleigh Fingers.
A lot of Hall of Famers this pack.
Luis Salazar and Juan Eckelberger. Billy Smith. Gene Garber. Rich Jedman. Steve Garvey. Art Howe and Nolan Ryan.
Nolan Ryan leader card. It's a good card in 10.
Absolutely. All right, so up next is going to be the 54 Bowman. Before anybody decides to put me on blast for my typo, let me put these all to 1954 real quick. And we get these set up on the randomizer so that we can just roll right to that as soon as Leighton gets the cards out. All right, guys, and Leighton is going to break the 54 Bowman 5-cent wax pack.
So the person who's first gets the first card, is that?
No, we're gonna random. I'm gonna put the names in the randomizer. Randomize the names and the cards.
Is VCP still up?
Yes.
We don't have the proper PSA opening kit, so we're gonna have to do with tools.
What's up, guys? I'm back. Yeah, I'm really excited to open up this 1954 Bowman football 5-cent open wax pack. Contains 7 cards. My guess is, this year, 2016, in the entire country, there's probably going to be no more than a handful of these opened. So I feel very privileged to be here. I don't mean to get sentimental on everyone. But, it's going to be very exciting. So the thing that's a bummer, as great of a pack this is, my tools are not great. I don't have them here. And I'm going to show you weapon number 1. Weapon number 2. Weapon number 3. So we're going to do the best we can. Before I do that, potentially hurt myself and others, I'm going to look up what the current market is on 54 Bowman football in terms of, the George Blanda rookie in 9 or 10, the Norman Brocklin, the Leon Nemolini, the Chuck Bednarik, some of the other great Hall of Famers that are in the set. I want to see what's out there. And we got it right here.
Dude, I could have gotten 20 of those packs for $1.
So, because David brings it up, I remember talking about this in school. What school, I couldn't possibly tell you. High school, grammar school, I don't really remember. However, what I do know is in 1954, you could look it up. I don't believe for 5 cents, Scott, that there was a better nickel you could have invested in the country other than a 5-cent unopened pack of whether it be Bowman football that we're about to open tonight, Bowman baseball. Those things are extremely rare and extremely valuable. Yeah, Dano, thanks for pointing out there's a lot of short prints in the 54 Bowman football set.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it like high number like baseball?
It's a little bit different. It's the way the sheets were laid out. So, in terms of how many they actually made of the short prints, they obviously made less. So, just to show you on some of the PSA 10s, some of the PSA 10s of some commons have brought $1,000 or more. Some of the Hall of Famers like Charlie Connolly. No, Charlie Connolly's not a Hall of Famer. He was a very good ball player for the Giants. Leon Hart's a Hall of Famer, and Nemolini is a Hall of Famer. They both sold for over $1,000. And I'm going to see what some of the prices are. And there's plenty of cards, $500, $300. I'm just looking up before, like I said, I potentially hurt myself and others. What's the scoop on... Oh, I somehow oscillated back here to 9s. And I'm looking for... I'm sorry, 10s. I'm looking for 9s.
Yes, we are, Jay Buckets.
Yeah, we're going to crack it. Very excited. As I was trying to say, I apologize if I'm talking too low, but I'm working on very little sleep. Jay Buckets, we are going to crack this beauty. And as I said, this year, I'd be shocked if there was more than a handful of these going to be opened by anyone. I don't care how much money you had. So I feel very fortunate to be the one opening this tonight. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Spares. You'll have to elaborate. So a George Blanda rookie in a 9 is thousands of dollars. I'm actually going to look up while I'm here what the pop would be for a 10, but I bet you it's very low, and that's going to sell for tens of thousands of dollars. Could be a $25,000, $50,000 card. But there's a number of cards here that are, $500 or more in the set that are not Hall of Famers. Kyle Rote, Bill Bowman, Dale Dodrill, Other guys that are all Hall of Famers. The Ray Matthews card, the first card in the set, sold for $1,000. Wyatt Tittle, $1,200. It's pretty cool. I'm excited to check out before we get cracking, literally, is what the pop report is on the George Blanda. Card should be graded, not a pack of mystery. Well, JD, some would argue that you're right, and some would argue that they should be graded because they're really grading the condition of the pack. So in this case, the pack's graded a 7. Candidly, that's not what I look for when I look to get packs to open that are vintage. I look to get packs where there seems to be nice seals on the back. As you can see on this one, it's really clean. And if you look at the corners of the pack, try to get as close as I can, maybe there's a little bit of wear, but these things are incredible for what is, quote, PSA is calling a 7. So the point is there's great value in buying some of these packs that may not be whatever PSA deems a 10, but the reality of it is it doesn't impact any of the cards, in most cases, if not all, that are going to come out of the pack. So it's really important to know that. I'm just checking out real quick for everyone, including myself, the PSA Pop Report, where you can find out. Dano, I agree. Steve Hart, or whether it be he was out sick that day, someone else called it a 7. I don't know. Grading's not done by a computer. Let's not forget that. So 54 Bowman. Anyone else have any questions about the grading of packs, or we'll talk about some other day when it's not 11:30 at night and working on very little sleep, how to know if packs unopened and authentic. But I'm looking here at the Pop Report, and there's just under 1,000 cards graded from the set in 9. Just about 56 cards that are graded 10. And I'm going to look up the George Blanda. Really interesting, guys. So this is exciting. So I said to you a PSA 9 would probably sell for, a few $1,000, probably a little bit more in today's market. There's 14 of them. Well, there's no 10s. And with today's market being completely insane for Hall of Fame rookies, have you guys seen what's going on? PSA 9 Clemente, $478,000. PSA 10 Wayne Gretzky rookie, $204,000. PSA 9 Hank Aaron rookie, $250,000. So what's the PSA 10 George Blanda, all-time Bear great, Hall of Famer, all-time football great, played in multiple generations? What's a 10 worth? I said $25,000 to $50,000. It could be $100,000. Certainly, I'm interested if anyone pulls one, although I'm not sure if that's allowed. Sorry, I don't know. So, X Junior Bates, you know what to do. Where we got 86 Fleer. Interesting, boys. We're going to share some 86 Fleer news in the near future. I'm glad you brought that up, Junior. But anyone who has some interest potentially in 86 Fleer, please contact us at VintageBreaks or at Nasty Breaks, because my guess is there's going to be a waiting list for this. Very, very excited. More news to come. PSA 8 Namath rookie, 90,000, and 8.5 well over a hunch. And so I think that we could talk about this all night. Candidly, I'm a little bit nervous. I don't have my tools, and I'm going to open something that is very, very old.
61 years.
I just don't want to damage it. If it's already damaged, so be it. But I think it looks pretty good to me. What if you ruin the pack? Buckets, please, if I ruin the pack. Well, obviously, that's not going to be fun for anyone. It's terrible if I ruin the pack. Francis, wow, is right. I mean, that's an understatement. We need an official spelling on that. I agree. So once again, George Blanda rookie, if we pull it amongst any of the other Hall of Famers, please, make sure you take care of them or at least get them graded.
First Johnson, then Blamo, now Hunch.
Yeah, listen, now we're talking, Francis. Wow, not only is there a chance at a huge hit, which is obviously exciting for everyone, but we're opening history here. As I said, consider even 86 Fleer basketball, great product. There's more out there of that than 54 Bowman football nickel packs. And by the way, for those that open penny packs of vintage cards from the 50s and 60s, they're generally ruined by the wax from, the way they were sealed. This is going to have one card against a piece of gum. Let's hope it's fine. And then 6 other cards. Maybe one against the the wax. We'll have 5 really, really nice cards. Potentially 6 depending on, or 7 depending on how the other ones come out. Yep, I agree, Jet Step. Let's get started. All right, guys. So I just don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't use these tools often. So this is what we're going to do. Oh, yeah, it didn't do anything. Yeah, so here's the thing, guys. We might have to call in some bigger guns. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Jesus! Wow, this is very small. Yeah, for a plier. I might have to think about this in terms of the approach.
What's out in the
Power tools, BDJ. I agree.
Big Dick Jack?
I don't know. Calling exactly, Junior. I have an ally in the office. Why not call him? This is. Listen. I need more than a side cutter. I might need a blowtorch. Oh my goodness. This is out of control. Oh yeah. This is gonna need probably some bigger equipment. Jesus. I know wire cutters. I didn't carry my tool set on the plane. They kind of frown upon that stuff these days, actually. We are waiting. Wow, I almost got drilled. Guys, I found this. This is for our new poster. Okay, so he came back with a cardboard box and a drill.
Are we just gonna have to take us back after the thing and just beat it?
Well, we're gonna do something. I'm trying to be reasonable right now. Reasonable.
There's no sense for being reasonable.
Doing in the center will work best. Yeah, you do in the center, you can potentially Miller. You're gonna cost yourself.
Fan it to death.
He brings in a fan. This is what are we talking about here, boys? This is not.
Kazoo.
I don't know what this is. Oh, it's from Kazoo. It's my fault.
Kazoo.
I don't mean to. This is heritage right here. So do it in the center. Once again hammer and a flathead. If we had a hammer, I would have already. Mr. Bowler, I agree. I mean, there's no question. I'm disappointed. Jesus, do we have a hammer? I know. I mean, to be honest, I asked him earlier. He said no, but I thought he was holding out. So I just wanted to ask in front of everyone. All right. So I mean, yeah, no, you need the right tools. I agree with you. I agree. But we're still trying to have some fun with it. The thing is, spares. The deal is, once you get it open a little bit on the corner, then you got the screwdriver. It's all set. My name is Leighton Sheldon from Just Collect and VintageBreaks. Gran, who are you? Is the question. I don't know you. I'm just kidding. How's everything going here on a Tuesday night? We're going to be opening this 1954 Bowman football pack as soon as we find some better tools or we get more daring. Which, understand that's going to risk everyone's card. We're trying not to do that. But we may be faced with that. How much was this? Well, how much was the buy-in for the break? That was, I believe, $39.99. Yes, Junior, thank you. $40 to round up.
Why don't you try to give it one more?
Yeah, no, I mean, I totally agree with you. The thing is that's what I'm doing.
If you hold closer to the base
here
of the plier. No, stick it further down.
Where do you want me to open it? This is how you're supposed to.
Try Kyle B.
There.
What?
So it's closer to the base.
Oh, right here. Right here?
I'd move the plastic further.
Well, we potentially got some movage. I agree with you, Gran. Some very expensive schniggins. That makes me boring. Okay, well, you don't have to be a hockey fan or not a hockey fan to enjoy a 54 Bowman football and open pack. There wasn't a better nickel you could have spent, other than maybe baseball. Well, we're getting some movement. It's slow, though. It's slow, and I realize it's late, so we're going to try to pick this up. We don't know what's going to happen. I hope we have insurance. So let's... So we're going to try... All right, we're going to take it slow. Okay. And, yeah, any suggestions, please keep throwing them out. You got butter? Absolutely. We'll try that. We're getting movement. I'm sure you understand, guys. This is a fine line. This is
what
a
if
fine.
you take this knife and stab that?
Well, I could just go for it, just right in the middle, because that would definitely assure.
You can't just
low-grade
stab here.
cards.
Stab like right here.
So what's happening, Andy? What's happening is we have a situation. We're trying to open up this 1954 Bowman football pack, and we have multiple weapons, but I don't have my right tools with me, from the New York area. And we're getting some strategy here, so I am getting some help, and I appreciate this, Scott. Just don't hurt yourself.
Just gotta position it first, then clamp it.
This is interesting. I want to learn for the future. Don't hurt yourself or anyone else. Yeah. You see, the thing is, there's not a lot of it's not that long. They're not that. They're not. They're not great.
Right there.
Yep. It's possible. We are getting movement. We are getting movement. All right. We might have broken ground. Not sure. This is nasty. This is not easy, guys. I wish I was telling you I wasn't trying hard.
Oh.
What?
We got a hole.
We got...
There's a hole. Maybe enough to
I think
fit
I've
in.
heard that at a bachelor party. Oh, wow! I think we're in there.
I think you can get a screwdriver in there.
Yep, absolutely. This is potential.
Well, let's get it done.
All right. Sorry. Oh dear.
You have to do a little bit more.
I thought that was. I think I have to do a little bit more. Yep, it's not. All right, let me break it. All right. Sorry. I got excited.
To break these things.
No, it doesn't grip that way.
Dude, that's insane. Oh my god. Dude, I saw the amount of torque like you were using. That's absurd. I agree with you in the lap, or I can't see that far. I mean, I am being serious as hell, but also I am somewhat think this is interesting and how difficult it's become.
Here we go.
Oh, I think we've broken grounds. Have we?
No.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Well, they don't want people to break into these that easily, apparently. We broke a bunch of these at the National. We had our tools. Oh, dear.
Guys, this may end up being tomorrow. I'm going to give it... Oh, actually, wait a minute.
He's found a hole.
Maybe not.
Yep, that's what...
One big
We
push.
should find. Where's the right spot?
There is no right spot because all we're getting through is the initial
Yeah.
thing around the edge, and we're not even to the... Ooh.
Sorry, I know it's not supposed to be.
Yeah. Macho.
Man, Randy Savage. Wow. I heard some shrapnel. I feel some shrapnel. This could be good. Wow! Wow!
Nasty.
Wow! You nasty! Look at that beauty. Wow.
Nasty Scott.
Scott, sincerely thank you for your efforts. That was very, very difficult. I think it would have taken me a lot longer. Yeah, I like that. He broke it execution style, holy man. How many to go, Pack Dog? Diggity Dog? Tonight, this is it. The main event. You know, when I was growing up, Mark Murphy these days, California, was good to me. You ever hear that song, Tom Petty? It's nice, Dano. The main event. Growing up, main event for me, wrestling. 11:30 p.m. My dad never let me get pay-per-view. But when it was on, Public.
WrestleMania 1.
No, WrestleMania 1 not for me, but I mean like, you know, they had the main events Friday night, Saturday night, 11:30. Main event, 54 Bowman football. Do I have a store in New York? Negatory. But I do have an office in New Jersey, about a mile from Rutgers campus, where I'm going to be streaming live for Vintage Breaks, ASAP, with lots of other goodies, including some of the ones we alluded to earlier. All right, we're getting to the good stuff, Iron Man. It did take a little while. So, I know you're going to be upset with me. We made a lot of fun of the baloney earlier. That was fantastic, but I do want to show you guys something. So, you see here, best I can show, is that the pack is sealed with roller marks going down this way, and you have it tucked in right over here. But something really that's important to look for, we'll just go over this tonight, is this seal. When packs are often resealed, you see if you blew into it, and you can save your jokes for later, it's pretty late, if you can move it just a little bit. For packs that are resealed, that will almost always not move when you do that, and will be flush against the surface, and no air will move it upwards. And that's a really important tip that Mark Murphy taught me to this day. I never forgot. And it's really important. So you can see that, how it's there. And obviously it was graded by PSA. Doesn't mean it's real. I understand that. Nothing against anyone who grades it in there. But, you know, just knowing what you're buying is important. So this 54 Bowman football pack is not only a piece of history, but it could yield some incredible hits. And we're going to get to it right now. Fubar, 11. Yep, I agree with you. That was awesome. There might have been WrestleMania main events. So where is the best place for me, Scott, to open this? Because I'm not, you know, I don't do this, and you're the pros. Right here. Great. So right in front of, yep. Okay.
Well, you're going to be showing this camera.
I'm sorry. Yep, thank you. I forgot for a second. All right, so we're going to get right to the pack, and we're going to get to these 7 cards. Do we have to randomize anything, Scott? Or?
I'll take care of that after. You just got to show the cards.
And okay, great.
Knowledge.
Well, like I said, George Blanda, call 1-800, sell me your cards. No, I mean, I understand. That's not a real phone number. But it might be a good one to buy, actually. But
I'd spend $100 on that number.
A hunch? Yeah, I'd spend a hunch. So the George Blanda is what we're looking for, but amongst many other Hall of Famers, and I should have looked, and I will do it before we start, there's only 128 cards in the set. So for the kids at home, there's just about a 6% chance that you're getting a George Blanda in this pack. That's not bad, right?
That's not bad.
Well, we started off, I don't want to get crazy, but we started off very nicely. All right, I'm getting to a G-step. We're doing the best we can, but this is the main event. It's a really fun piece of history. So we're picking up the cards. Wow, that gum. Jesus! We have gum, my son, from 26 years prior to what you ate earlier.
1954 Bowman football. Are you interested?
First card coming out of the pack here. We're going to leave. We have a situation. We'll get to that in a minute. The first card coming off here is Leon Hart, the Hall of Famer for the Lions. I'm going to flip it over. Oh, actually, I should just flip it this way.
There you go.
Okay, so Johnny Elzuski is to start. Card is incredible. Left to right, top to bottom, very sharp. But the gum has definitely impacted the top card here, as well as the card against the gum. The next card in the pack is Steve Mellinger. I mean, these cards are unbelievable in terms of just their look and their gloss, but unfortunately, this one again, has some staining from the gum. Ernie Stautner, Hall of Famer for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, this card's ridiculous. It's near perfectly centered. The corners are razor sharp. Honestly, I want to cry. This card in a 9 or, a 9 is probably 500, a 10, 750 to 1,000 or more. It's got gum staining. You can't sugarcoat this. This is what happens when you open packs from 1954. Unfortunately, Jesus didn't get to the gum soon enough to eat it before it affected some of the cards. Really disappointing. Card's phenomenal, in a situation. Wow, Dante Lavelli, another, I believe he's a Hall of Famer. I could check. Cleveland Brown, this card's phenomenal. It's got great gloss, sharp corners, less gum impact than the other cards. But Gum Dog Millionaire, you know what? You got to try to find the humor in everything. And, whoop, let's not drop it. This one's at least, less impact. Really gorgeous card, though. Ray Smith, the least impact I've seen so far. Unbelievable. These cards are fantastically centered. I'm trying to think what the George Blanda look like. I don't know if that could be Georgie there. I'm hoping behind. Because George Blanda is in, he's got no helmet on. I don't know if this is Georgie. Georgie! Come on, I don't think that's Georgie. But it's going to be interesting to see. It's Leon Hot. Wow. Really nice card. Doesn't look like there's any gum impact from the front. A hair off-centered, but the corners are razor sharp. And I think I was looking before, a Leon Hart has sold, I'm trying to line it up here with the camera. A Leon Hart has sold, this is not a 9. This is, best case probably a 9OC. A 9 is sold for 500 or 750. Yeah, effing gum impact, I agree. And if you look at the back, minor from it, but nothing that's compared to a couple of the other cards. These cards were a phenomenal... sorry, there is one last card, but as I mentioned, this card is firmly attached to the gum, which I'm not going to dislodge it. Well, I can dislodge it, actually. You want to see some disgustingness? If we got Jesus to open this... If we got Jesus to open this, I'll be honest with you, boys. I don't see gum generally that has spots on it. Now, he told me before, I think he would say, he would attest to this, that he was willing to eat 77 Tops Mexican football, which I'll have a pack of that soon for us. But you understand that if I agree with you, Marsh Madness, I should get this great. It looks like cheese. It looks like moldy cheese. Do you realize that if Jesus eats this, it could be the end of not only his breaking career, it could be over. I don't know his next of kin. I don't know anything. I really don't know him well at all. I met him at the National. That was about it. So anyway, Jesus... I'm not sure if he comes to us. Black mold? Yeah, listen, I'm going to have to be like, something's going to have to happen. I need some strong stuff to wash my hands after. This is out of control. This is borderline, forget about offensive. I might be putting myself on the line here. And if Jesus eats this...
He's not...
Oh, he's not. I know, listen, we weren't trying to...
If you put your tongue on that...
Oh.
Your tongue would stick out.
Oh, my God. You might have permanent stink tongue if you ate this. And frankly, I'm worried that if I even touch this any more than I am, I could have a problem. Guys, I appreciate it first sincerely to Scott.
No problem.
And Nasty Breaks. And David and the rest of the staff here for having me tonight. It was a lot of fun. I got no more packs to open tonight. I got to douse myself in some cleaning material to get my hands clean from this. And honestly, I'm glad Jesus didn't eat this because I was worried for him. So anyway...
I'm going to run the random real quick, guys.
Sorry. Yep, thank you very much.
Appreciate it. VintageBreaks.com, guys. Breakers.tv/VintageBreaks. Let's go ahead and get this random set. The card is of Ed Sharkey. Crazy. No problem, Joba. Yes, a little bit, Pag Dog, but it is what it is. All right, so we got Ed Sharkey with gum. Johnny Olszewski. Guys, I'm not going to lie, this is pretty freaking cool. I might actually buy a pack of this stuff myself for a personal rip. This is freaking cool, man. Neon Hearts. All right, guys, I'm gonna randomize. Right? Well, yeah. We got the Mark Eaton coming up next. All right, here we go. 8 times. Leighton, what do these packs retail for? Leighton, what do these packs retail for?
Which packs?
The 54 Bowman.
It probably 1,500.
1,500. We got
If you
an 8
found one?
ball. If you find one.
They're not easy to find. You find the penny packs, but the penny packs are almost always screwed. And to be honest, I'd think twice right now before I find another 54 Bowman I'm going to open. I'm not sure. Did someone leave this out in the sun? I mean, really, that was disgusting.
3,
I gotta clean
4,
myself up. Excuse me.
5, 6, 7, and 8. Cameron up top. Trey down. And 8 times. Good luck, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the 8 ball. Dante up, Ernie down.
Was it good?
Oops. And there you go, guys. There are your results. Let me go ahead and make that a little bit bigger for y'all.
Yeah, dude. It's good work. Yeah.
Right there are your results, guys. What's up, TC? I'm sure there were, TC. No monsters, though.
Dude, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate
No
it.
problem, dude.
No
problem at all. No problem. Toodles.
Oh, dude, just because it's late, can you, did you write down for me, or did I write down his information?
TC, can you text me your PayPal right now real quick, please?
Yep, and I'll take care of it first thing tomorrow morning.
All right, cool. I'll just get it and write it down for you then. Awesome. Appreciate it, fellas.